Hello viewers, welcome to JBS Podcast. I'm your host for today. My name is Shraddha Kabra. I am assistant professor in the area of communication and general management in JP Business School. And today we will be talking about a very interesting topic. It's called the reality behind influencer culture. And we have a very special guest with us to discuss this topic. Her name is Niharika Sharma. She is a journalist, a podcaster, a YouTuber with over 10 million views. She is content creator also, and she has around 250,000 followers on Instagram. So let's welcome her. Hi Niharika, how are you doing today?
I am absolutely fine, and thank you so much for such a warm welcome.
So Niharika, what do you think about this topic, the reality behind influencer culture? I have this one question, which I really want to ask you, because when we see influencers, we just think about, all the clothes that they're buying, their travel photos, all the exotic destinations that they're going to. So what is the reality behind this glam life? I mean, is that really the reality, or is there another reality behind this so-called reality?
There is a reality behind this so-called reality. You have correctly said it. There's a reason it's called the real life and not the real life.
Okay.
We all love posting our best moments online. So that's how it is. We see people going on fancy vacations. We see people eating fancy food. We see people buying too many clothes, but we never see them returning those clothes. We never see them eating thanda khana because while it was hot, you were creating content.
Right.
You were filming it. You're on vacation, you're not resting, you're still creating content. So your vacation is work.
Yes.
So that's the reality. You see the fancy things, you see they get to travel so much. But the reality is you're working. It's just like you have gone on, what do we call that? There's this thing now, we leave our office buildings and go to some destination to work from there.
Yeah.
So that's what they do.
Okay.
Maybe a class, maybe for people like you are taking a class at a park.
Yeah.
That is how it is. You're anyway studying. So anyway, if they're traveling, they're not enjoying, they're just struggling to get the best photo.
Okay. So, how much pressure is there to then stay relevant in India's fast-growing creator space? Because everybody wants to turn into a creator. Even Raj Shamani, in one of the podcasts, he mentioned that either you are just consuming content, or you're creating content, and gradually everybody would have to switch to creating content. So, how much pressure is then there to stay relevant? Because everybody is turning into a creator.
So Shraddha, the pressure is huge.
Yeah.
Because we see so many launches, we see so many updates about so many things, and as a creator, people want you to be very prompt. So, say for an example, in the recent times, you would have seen Rashmika getting married.
Right.
And if you are not commenting on it, people are like, where are you missing? Why aren't you talking about
Yes.
it? If there is a new phone launch, why aren't you talking about it? So you have to be on your toes. And if you're missing out, then people think that, maybe you're not serious about the work you're doing.
And what about the earnings? I mean, is it stable? Is the business sustainable? Or, or as people say, are these content creators short-lived celebrities? So, what do you have to say about that? I mean, if you are making a lot of money today, would you continue making a lot of money in the future also? Because there is no guarantee as such. And so, how stable is the entire business? And how stable is the earnings?
Shraddha, I would say if you're earning hefty amounts today, it is stupid of you if you're not investing it anywhere else.
Okay.
So if you are making, for an example, 20 lakhs in a month today,
Right.
and if you think, 5 years down the line, I'll be either making 50 lakhs or maybe 60 lakhs, and I don't want to invest this money, then you are stupid. If
Right.
you are earning enough, you might build something which gives you a permanent income in the future.
Right.
You should not be completely dependent upon the money that you're making. Another thing, your money flow when you are a creator and you are an independent journalist or a podcaster, it is not very particular on particular dates. It's not fixed, if I put it easily. It's not fixed, it's free flowing. So maybe you're earning a lakh in a month, but maybe you're getting 5,000 on the 2nd of a month, you're getting 12,000 on the 4th of a month. So you do not get a lump sum amount at once.
Right.
So managing your money is a difficult thing.
Is
because
important.
Maybe if you get a 5,000 in the starting of the month, you will say, oh, I have other money coming. You have many more checks getting cleared in the month. Let's go shopping. So if you spend that money, you don't even know that will you be able to meet your expenses. So money management is a big task. There is no fixed income. You might make 50 lakhs a month and you might make just 50 rupees the other month. So you have to be very mindful of your money. Money flow is a challenge.
Right.
And chasing brands after you have delivered the content is another big challenge.
In fact, this is beautiful. Money management is really important, and investing into better avenues, that's also really important. And this is not just true for content creators. In fact, it is really true for even big celebrities like movie actors, because we see so many of them investing into or starting their own line of, let's say, clothing or makeup. Something or the other they're always doing. They're always investing their money into something else. So this is something that
Virat
we know.
Kohli in our country. He's one of the best sports persons that we have, and he still chose to have a restaurant.
Right.
We see Katrina doing well, but she had K-beauty that was sustaining her lifestyle, her expenses while she was making a family. So you have to be very mindful of the decisions you make for your future.
So what leads to burnout among creators in India, and how can one avoid it?
See, burnouts is very natural.
Right.
We have seen so many celebrities just calling it off that they're going on a long break. Arijit Singh, Zakir Khan, Neha Kakkar. We have seen people just putting it out, okay, I just want a break, maybe for years or maybe forever. And they were still earning. We all want to listen more of Arijit. We haven't had enough of him. But he feels he's done.
Yeah.
So the reason is not that he is not getting work. The reason is not that he's not relevant. The reason is he feels he's done.
Right.
When you feel you're done, you're done. And that's what burnout is. You might have ample opportunities. You might have ample of scope to grow and to work. But at a point, you feel, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm in a good space.
Yes.
I have, maybe he thinks he has had enough. Maybe he thinks like, okay, I am done with singing. Now I want to explore farming.
Yeah.
So that's your calling. Maybe you are a very enthusiast professional for certain years of your life, and then you feel, okay, I have lived this part of my life and I just want to be somebody very unknown to the world. I just want to just mix up with the world and be unknown for years.
For you.
We call it.
And also, like, being in public eye, being under constant gaze, that can always take a toll on you, and you may want to call it off.
Absolutely, because anything you do, any single thing you do, we all remember that incident when Virat Kohli liked a picture and it became headlines. We keep liking so many things throughout the day, and we are okay about it because probably we are not in the public eye.
Yeah.
So anything you do when becomes a public concern, you will feel burned out.
Right. So, should young Indians pursue influencing full-time, or should they keep it a side hustle because of the problems that come along with being a full-time creator? So, should it be a side hustle, or should it be
always start as a side hustle? I would say that. And if your family can afford it being your main thing, only then pick it up.
Okay.
Just because you want it and you just want to persuade your parents, your family, okay, this is my calling, I want a 50,000 or a lakh rupee camera, I want a 2 lakh rupee phone, and I want a software to edit my videos. You know, this is a business that requires a lot of money.
Right.
Anything. Today we are shooting this particular podcast. We have 3 cameras on us. We have 2 mics. We have this whole setup.
Right.
It requires money.
Yes.
So start it as a side hustle, and when you can afford yourself, only then take it as your mainstream job.
Right. So when you're ready to finance it yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely. You shouldn't be a burden on your parents because of your choices.
Right. So now we've come to this rapid fire section.
Okay.
Most overrated influencer trend according to you?
I feel it's like how much I earn in a month, or what are my monthly expenses. So I spend 70,000 on my vacations, 1,50,000 on my clothes. It's not real.
Maybe stop fooling the public and maybe have some sort of maybe some sort of
And every product works for them.
Yes.
The other problem is,
so I think somewhere some ethics should be going into it, you
it's
know.
good that the government is creating new rules and bringing
Right,
in
which
new,
is needed.
it is needed because everybody is an expert of everything.
Right. So you need to reinforce certain rules that you can't be just saying anything out there. So the next question is one creator stereotype that's actually true.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
Okay. They feel burnt out. They are not as they appear on the screen. So all of it, real life and real life is absolutely different. Please understand that, and you just cannot be thinking whatever they are doing on their social media is how they actually live.
In fact, we've been doing it for some time now, and I kind of feel a little tired because everything takes time and everything takes energy. So nothing is as it seems, probably, you know. So there is a lot of hard work that goes into everything.
Shraddha, just think you're on a vacation,
Yeah.
and you are at a beach, and you want 12 photos that are perfect.
Right.
And maybe your friends or maybe your partner is clicking that photo and you're not liking it. You may just skip it. Okay, let it be. I just enjoyed it. But somebody who's an influencer wants that photos because they have
Exactly.
to go on social media.
Yeah, that's their bread and butter.
That's their bread and butter.
So thank you so much, Niharika. It was a beautiful, lovely session on the reality behind influencer culture. So we got to know the reality behind influencer culture, and that not everything is so hunky-dory, right? So everything, you can't see the world with your pink glasses on, okay? Somewhere that bubble will burst, and you've got to become very real. It can start as a side hustle. You can, if you have the potential to finance it yourself, or maybe if you have a lot of funding, then you can probably start it full time. But then it's always important to know the reality behind everything, you know, just be real and know that it can fail sometime, and therefore it's always better to start investing in other avenues also. But of course, it's needed, it's important, having a social presence, turning into some sort of an influencer if you can, like you did, and you're doing incredibly well. You were having a conversation with us and enlightening us about so many things. So we'll be forever grateful. So thank you so much.
It's an honor for me as well.
Thank you so much, Niharika.
It was lovely talking to you.